Hey guys, happy Friday. Thanks for tuning in. Let's jump straight to it. You know that I love inviting you guys into my week and sort of what's going on and how am I allowing God to speak into my week and speak into what's going on with me. Let me tell you about what's going on with me this week. I suffered an injury on Tuesday and we're playing a game, all of us as staff. Two of us collided and I hit the ground right on my tailbone. And so, as you can imagine, I've been in pain. My reality has kind of changed a little bit over the last couple of days. And so, how am I allowing or making sure that I'm inviting God into this situation is sort of is the subject of this week's devotional. All of us have pain at some point, whether it's physical pain, we've gone through something, or we're just feeling a lot of emotions. Something's happened. We're feeling a lot of emotions about it. We have to remember to let God into that situation. And this is no different, right? My injury is no different. I'll tell you a couple of things that have happened, right? The feelings that are going on is now I can't do normal things, right? I can't sit down right. I have to incorporate taking ibuprofen and icing my tailbone as much as I can. I can't really walk very quickly. You guys all know, you see me kind of like walking around and that's like my normal. Well, I can't do that right now. I need to slow it down. Feeling of helplessness, right? Like I went to the doctor on Wednesday and they were like, yeah, there's nothing we can do. Like we can't put a cast on it. We can't tell you to take anything other than ibuprofen or ice it. There's literally nothing we can do for that. And so there's that little feeling of helplessness, like, I want relief. I want instant relief. And that's just not going to happen. The feeling of the reality that this is going to take a long time to get through. I'm going to be feeling this pain and kind of dealing with this for a while. Is the reality of it. And so, but doesn't it feel like that when we're going through something, right? When we're feeling pain, or when, you lose a job, you lose a loved one, you're just in the middle of it and you feel like there's just like, you don't see possibly how you could start feeling any better. Yeah. All of those things are kind of happening in my head. Right. And what do we do to keep that at bay? What do we do to try to keep God in it, and keep our negative thoughts out of it? And so is there a specific, now I went searching for, well, what's a Bible verse, or what's a passage, or what's a book that specifically talks about injury or pain or getting through that. There's a lot of things that talk about healing. There's a lot of things that talk about, God will heal wounds and the miracles and all that kind of great stuff. Now, in my reality, that's not really what I should be doing. What I should be doing is praying about it. And what I should be doing is having faith that I will heal, because that is the truth. And inviting God in and making sure that he's part of it is part of the healing process. And that's what he's invited us. Now, there are specific scriptures about that kind of stuff, right? We should pray without ceasing. We should be taking all situations to him and inviting him in. And that's really what I'm going to talk about today. Now, again, there's not a specific Bible verse that talks about injury, really. But sometimes the best biblical advice isn't really in scripture. It comes from either a good book or a good resource, a good podcast. So in my case, I'm going to talk about this book we've been reading as a staff called The Celebration of Discipline. Specifically right now, we are on the chapter that talks about prayer. And so the way it kind of breaks it down in the book is there are 3 specific reasons or hats that we wear when we're praying, right? So the first one being relational. So focusing on just the discipline of communicating with him, with God on a regular basis. Telling him what's on my mind, telling him what I'm feeling, getting that out. Transformative. So we are praying to ask for transformation. We are praying that God shape our character somehow. And the next one is active. So partnering with God in our purpose. So asking him, what is the purpose? What is my purpose? And inviting that in. And I would say that really all of them relate to this particular situation, but probably a little bit more the relational and the transformative. And I'll tell you why I'm kind of focusing on those. By the way, great book. I really we're only in the first couple of chapters, and I'm really already feeling really inspired by this author and the way he's kind of presented things. Just really great. But again, going back to prayer and why prayer is really supposed to be what's helping me right now. Even though what I'm feeling is physical pain, and that feeling of like it's never going to end, getting myself into the habit and fostering that relationship with God that I know he's hanging out with me. And Jake actually brought up a really good point in one of our meetings, and he said, what if you imagine God's like a bestie sitting right next to you, and you were having a conversation like, oh man, this really hurts. Like, I can't even really get in my car. I can't really drive without kind of suspending my bottom off of the seat. I can't really do things normally. I can't walk right. I look like I'm pregnant. Like, right. Like I'm limp. It looks like I'm limping. All this kind of things. It's making me feel like I'm not normal, and I need to, it's just giving me anxiety of like how I look and how I'm perceived. And like, so just stuff like that, like pretend that God is sitting here with you, or Jesus is sitting here with you, and you're venting to them. You're venting to get it off your chest, and with the hope that there's some kind of response like, hey, everything's gonna be okay. I know it hurts right now, but you're gonna get through it. And really, that's what's been happening really over the last couple of days. Because the injury happened on Tuesday. Wednesday got worse. Thursday was even more worse, like the pain. Today's all right. And I feel like today is like the first day where God's been like, yeah, it hurts right now, but you're going to get through this. It'll be fine. You'll be fine. You'll get through this. Just keep talking to me. Tell me all the things. Tell me how you're feeling. Tell me all the things. And I am starting to feel better, and I am starting to feel like, okay, yeah, this isn't great right now, but I can drive. I can walk that over there. I can pick up that light box and put it somewhere right now. Like, right. I do feel like it's helping. It's therapeutic. It's walking me through it. And I'm almost speaking the positivity into existence, if that makes any sense. So, for anybody who is out there with a physical pain or an emotional pain, I just want you to know, I hear you, I see you. And so does God. I invite God into that situation and talk to him like a bestie. I think you'll be surprised at how healing it'll be. Thanks guys. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you this weekend. And we've got Easter coming up, so I'm probably going to be hitting some of you guys up to see who wants to, or who is available to serve for an extra service for us, because as you know, we have sunrise service and an additional service in between sunrise and our 9:30 service. So watch out for those. Watch out for that announcement, us wanting you guys to sign up for those. But yeah, I hope everyone's having a great week, maybe a better week than me, or maybe just a different one. All right. We'll talk to you guys this weekend. Love ya.